Hope everyone is doing very well. I hope everyone is keeping safe with all the madness that is going on around the world at the moment. I'm not going to talk about it in this video because I want this video to just be, I don't know, I just want to get away from reality. Welcome back to my channel. Hi, hello, if you're new here, I'm Chantel Jaylan. Today I am going to be talking to you guys about my hand tattoo. I got a hand tattoo, it's nearly coming up to a year now. I basically got this hand tattoo right here. I really wanted a hand tattoo, not just a hand tattoo, but sometime in the near future I would like to get a sleeve done, which is going to go all the way up to my neck. But I'm still in two minds about it. But I got a hand tattoo and I'm really in love with it. So my hand tattoo resembles, to me, it's the evil eye, and then it's just got like a really nice pattern around it to fill up the whole hand. Basically got the idea in my head that I wanted something that meant something to me, something that was important, and I knew that I wanted to get an evil eye tattoo, and I thought, why not get it onto my hand? But the evil eye is used in a lot of cultures, so it symbolizes like being protected by like evil. In my culture we usually have like the evil eye on necklaces or on bracelets, like inspiration of Pinterest, is that how you say it? I got the inspiration of Pinterest. They didn't have like a specific one that looked exactly like this, so I got like the design, and then I thought to put an evil eye in the middle of the design. I asked for recommendations on Instagram for a good tattoo artist. I went for this guy, and I messaged a few people actually that were recommended to me, and I messaged them, asked for their availability and their prices, and I said like, hey look, this is something that I'm looking for with the evil eye in the middle. A few people got back to me and I checked out their work. So I checked out this guy's work and I said, I really like your work, what is the price on something like this? He charged me £250, which isn't bad. At the end of the day, you don't want to be spending anything less than £100 for a design on the hand, because you want to know that it's coming from someone with experience and good reviews. And yeah, so spending a little bit more money on a tattoo is actually a good idea, because you literally get what you pay for. I was a little bit nervous going to the tattoo shop because I have got two other tattoos, but they are like really small and they're letters. So the first tattoo I ever got was this one across my wrist, which says loyalty, and then I got my partner's name tattooed on me when I was 18 years old, and that's just like above my thigh. So two places that aren't really painful at all, but I was quite nervous getting it done on the hand because obviously you've got like loads of little bones and stuff and it might be a bit more sensitive. So I'm going to tell you guys what the pain was like, how long it lasted for, the aftercare and all that. Got to the tattoo shop and sat down. I'll insert like pictures and stuff as well and little videos as well of the day. I didn't vlog it or anything, but I'll insert like bits and bobs. It took, this is going back nearly a year ago, so I might not be specific, but I'll try and remember what I can remember. So it took, if I can remember correctly, it took around 3 hours, 2 to 3 hours. Now with myself and my experience with my first two tattoos, I didn't have any pain at all. I don't know why, but I just don't feel pain when it comes to tattoos, even though it's like a little tiny needle going in and out 1,000 times a minute. Started tattooing it and the pain level was between 1 and 10. I would say 1. I literally, the pain was nothing to me, and I'm not like trying to brag or anything, but I'm one of them people that enjoy the pain of a tattoo, if that makes sense. Like I don't feel like I'm a high tolerance pain person, but getting tattoos, like, it's not really a thing to me. So yeah, the pain for me, literally between 1 and 10. Okay, let's not say 1, because there were certain bits where it was a little bit uncomfortable but not painful. I'm gonna change my 1 to 3, because there were certain bits where he was going over that was a little bit, you know, not uncomfortable. I can't explain it. It was just like, ooh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm just gonna say that it was about 3 out of 10. This was my first tattoo as well with colour. So as you can see, it's got blue, and then it's got like a turquoise, and then black in the middle. Now when he was colouring in the blue, the pain level changed. So that was like the most pain I felt, was when he was colouring in, because I think he was like going over it and over it, you know, just to get the colour pigmentation in. So I would say when it was getting coloured in, I would say the pain level went up to about a 5. That was the only bit that hurt. Also, like, I don't know, I asked him as well, like, has anyone ever felt asleep? Because I was literally dozing off. I don't know why, but I was literally falling asleep. And like, I think the manager came round, not the manager, someone came round as well and was like, "You're right." I was like, "Yeah, I'm just about to fall asleep." And he said, "No, honestly, some people actually do fall asleep because it takes such a long time and you have to sit in the same position." So I'm just like, I'm gonna go sleep for a little bit. So yeah, I think I fell asleep a little bit, or I was dozing off, one of the two. So for me, the pain was not that bad. Everyone's different. After I got my tattoo done, he wrapped it up in cling film, and said that I can have that cling film on for like an hour or 2, and then I can take it off. Obviously some people were looking at me as if to say, why have you just got a hand tattoo and you've taken off the cling film after an hour? You do need to let your tattoos breathe. Don't forget, it's on your skin, so they need to breathe, and they need to be really well taken care of. Now, it's easier said than done, because I was a little bit stupid and I didn't actually buy any cream, special cream to look after my tattoo. I think I was just using like E45. I should have really gone to like Superdrug or like a good shop and just got some proper tattoo cream, which I didn't do until like a few days later, like 4 or 5 days later. I was using E45. I think that was one of my mistakes, because I did end up actually getting my tattoo infected, which has also, if you can see, it needs to like be, the colour needs to be redone, because it's gone a bit patchy. I've only waited because I looked up online and it says that you need to let your skin heal for a good like 6 months until you should actually get it redone. So I've waited. It's been nearly a year now, bear in mind. I just really haven't even had the time to book it in. But I am going to go back in and just get it redone, because it has gone patchy, and I think it's gone patchy because it got infected. I'm not 100% sure why it got infected, but there may have been measures that I didn't take to look after it properly. Now, I had my son's birthday party the next day, and I was showing everyone my tattoo. Hey, look at my tattoo. And some people were touching it, which I shouldn't have let happen. You shouldn't let anyone touch it when it's a fresh tattoo. Don't let anyone touch it, including yourself. Just let it breathe, and keep it clean. Like for my son's birthday, we was doing something, we was like moving something heavy, and there was like this really prickly bush, and as I was moving something across, my whole hand scraped past that bush, and it hurt like hell. I'm not even joking. It was so bad, the pain. And I went upstairs quickly and washed it. But that was one of my biggest mistakes, is obviously because it's on your hand, you do have to be very careful. But like I said, it's easier said than done, because you're moving your hands everywhere, and you know, sometimes you're going to bump it on certain stuff. So I think maybe that might have triggered it to get infected. After that happened, like literally an hour, later it got really swollen, but I thought that was just normal just because I got it done yesterday, but I'm pretty sure it's because I scraped it on that prickly bush that made it get really swollen like that. I believe swelling is quite normal, but the way that it swelled up, it was massive. It was like really big. I didn't think too much of it. Went about my day, and then yeah, a couple of days later the pain on my hand was so bad, like it was worse pain than the after pain for me was worse than getting the tattoo done really. It was coming up with like an infection, but I didn't know. Fast forward to a week now, it started scabbing up, which obviously is normal again, but there was just like certain things that I knew, like something telling me like something was wrong, like something wasn't right. I ended up going to Superdrug, and I brought this little pack, like a box, and it had 3 things in there. It had a special hand wash for tattoos. It also had tattoo goo, which is this right here, which is really good. I still use to this day, and this enhances the colour of new tattoos and old tattoos, so I still use it. And this is basically, it looks like Vaseline and feels like Vaseline, and yeah, you just rub it on your tattoo. And it also had a special cream in there as well. It's a really good little box pack. I'll try to insert it, or I'll link it down below. I highly recommend getting that before you go and get a tattoo, so you can use it straight away. Each day the pain kept getting worse and worse, and I just knew something was off, and if anything touched my hand I was in agony. Even if I went to like take my jumper off or my t-shirt off and it touched, it was so painful. I'll try and insert a video as well. I think I got it on video on like what it looked like, and it just felt so horrible. The scabs were hurting so much, and then it came to like just after a week I was like, no, I can't bear this anymore, like something's not right. So I told my partner, and we ended up driving to the hospital, A&E, and we got seen, and the doctor basically told me, yeah, it's infected, and he ended up giving me antibiotics. After I started taking my antibiotics, I felt so much better. After like 1 or 2 days, the pain started going away, and then the scabs started peeling off, and I had my lovely hand tattoo. So yeah, I would honestly say think about getting a tattoo. If you are going to get somewhere like your hand, you've got to really think about it. Think that it's something that you really want. Do your research on it. Make sure that you get a good tattoo artist. Try and ask for recommendations, because you do want to get recommended by somebody that you know. Make sure that you look after your tattoo, because it is a big responsibility. And yeah, try not to make the mistakes that I did, not being too cautious around certain things. And if you are going to get a hand tattoo as big as this as well, make sure that, you know, I know that it's hard because you use your hands for everything, but just try and keep it safe. You guys stay safe out there, and let me know the kind of videos you want to see, because I do have more time on my hands now. Everyone is on lockdown. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope to see you guys very soon.